Hi there, it's Janice Thompson from JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I live and work in Scotland. And this is the fourth and final card for the Pansy Patch class in the post. So, so this time there's not a lot of stamping in this card. It's another fancy fold, but rather fun, so I just decided to do this one in the class. The only bit of stamping on this is the happy birthday, which I've taken from this. I did say on one of the videos I'd show you the die set, the Pansy die, so I've put mine onto a magnetic sheet, and these are the dies we used in card 2, these ones which cut and emboss, which are really nice. And then you've got ones where you can cut pansies from card or paper and build them up. This one gives a nice edge. You've got the outline dies that you can stamp and cut. There's a lovely pansy bud. So all the stalks, so all the bits are there, and you can just build up however you want. My kit is just to get you started and spark you. So I'm looking forward to seeing what everyone does with this bundle. Yeah. I would appreciate people, folks, if you would share what you make after my kits in my JazzleDazzleCraft share group, Jazzle Dazzle and Friends Craft share group even. If you the link is actually in the description box below, so if you want to click on that, there is a security question to answer when you apply to join, but I mean it's straightforward. It's just to make sure that you're not a robot, so please do that if you ask to join. If you're a crafty person, there is no reason why I won't let you join. So anyway, thank you for that. So today's card is a slide and lock card. Whoops. So what I forgot, I didn't put it together, but what happens with this card is this bit, you can open the card like that, and then to lock it, it's called a slide and lock card. Now again, I was reminded of this by another of my team members at our retreat. This is what she did for her make and take. So that slides along and locks the card shut. Okay, so yeah, again, I seem to have glue on everything just now. Easy fixed. Right, so I'm just going to get the bits out and show you what you have. So the basic card is actually half a sheet of A4 cut in half. Now I've tweaked the measurements from my team leader and made this into centimetres and made it work for our A4 paper, but Shirley did do it in inches, so again I can get the inches measurements and share them on my blog. If you want that, just let me know, just ask. Sometimes I forget to do what I say I'm going to do, but if you just prompt me. So, and then I need the layers. These are in Fresh Freesia. The card base is in Gorgeous Grape, and again I've picked the gingham side of some of these beautiful papers. So you've got your layers. There's a second. You've got 2 card bases. Well, I don't need them, but I need one for the inside and the layer for the inside. Excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. This is the sunniest morning we have had in a long time, and I think the pollen count must be up, so I'll need to go and take some antihistamine after this. So this is basically cut, as I say, along that's just halfway down, half of a sheet of A4, my words won't come. And then you score this at 7.4 centimetres and then turn it all the way around and score again at 7.4 centimetres. And when you fold that over, you will find there is a gap, and you need that gap for the slide. We might even yet have to take a slither off that if the slide and lock doesn't work. Make sure your folds are nice and straight and that matches up. So it's basically a gatefold card. So again, that could, you know, you could just make that a card just like that, but with this fancy wee bit extra on this one. So where are my white panels? There they are. I didn't get them out. They're all still in the pack. So you have, so what I've done to make this a simpler card to make is I have made the panels that fit in here. I measured them to make them fit properly, but then I've made my centre panel exactly the same size, so we're not dealing with too many measurements, and it works perfectly. So we'll do a little, so on one of these you should have 4 of these white, basic white layers, and they measure, I'll just tell you now, just in case you're desperate to craft along, that is 9.6. And that's 6.3, is that right? No, it's 6.4. It's just the way I've looked at that. 6.4. But I will write all this down, and it'll be in your instructions. And if you didn't buy my kit and you're watching later, it will be on my blog. Right, which is JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. So I just want some, I'm just going to use some gorgeous grape inks. It's quite, I think it's quite, that's the whole thing for with Stampin' Up for me, is the coordination. So it's nice to coordinate the ink with the card that you're using. And I just want a wee happy birthday just there on one of the panels. That's it. That's all the stamping in this kit. Well, it's all the stamping I've done, but you know, you might want to do different. So for the inside, I want to do my white layer. So let's just assemble this card and then we'll see where we're going. The main part is that you see how to do the locking mechanism. So on the centre, I want to have this ornament, and this is on the fresh freesia. Now this is similar, this is the same measurements as I often use on the front of cards. So that's 10.1 by 14.4, 9.7 by 14. Again, if you use US sizes of card or inches, then you can change that up, because our A4 paper is a different size to the card that the guys in the US use. So our measurements don't always translate so well, but I will work out what the inches are for this. I'll get them from Shirley, I'm sure. She may have filmed this. So Shirley is handmade by Shirley, and she is on YouTube too and on most social media, so it's worth having a look. I don't know why I'm putting my glue away. I want to do my 2 front panels here. In actual fact, I want to pop this one on as well. To layer that up, because I'm just going to be putting some pansies on there. And then this one. Again, you don't have to use the gingham side, you can use whatever you like. I just thought I'd stick with the gingham because it's really pretty. So that's the 2 panels, and then this little bit here, I'm going to actually put glue on the gingham side and let's show off the other side of the paper. And just pop that on the inside. And then these bits go bottom, top and bottom. So again, it's one of these cards that once it's all measured and cut out, it isn't that complicated to put together. And again, using wet glue gives you that moment to just get it straight. Now, this is the top piece. Now what I've done is I have die cut, this time I've die cut 3 of the purple pansies from the designer series paper. So that is, you know, that is really good. That can, those ones I fussy cut, these ones I've die cut, your choice, whatever you choose. The paper is just amazing. So this is going to be the mechanism and it sits there. So how you do this is you've got 3 pieces of paper there and you need to fold 2 of them in half. Where is my bone folder? Here it is. So yeah, I would fold it in half and really crease it down, and the same with this one. Fold it down and burnish it. There you go. You could have scored it first, but it's not so important. And then I'm going to leave the putting the pansies on till last. What you want to do is you want 2 of these and you just put glue on the back. Not too much because you don't want it leaking out. Now you want the fold to the middle. So fold of this white card to the middle. And then put glue on the back of this one. And then you put the 2 folds together. Oops. And then just make sure that the glue's got time to grip. And then we're just going to pop this one over the top. So just a good old layer of glue on here, just so that it's, you know, it's not going to fall apart. Now, so that creates your mechanism, see? And then it is just, if you use your fingers to help you a bit here, just slot that in there and that in there, and then just slide it along. Perfect. But if you find it is too tight, whoops, it's quite tight, but it's okay. But if you find it's too tight, you can just take a slither off there. But I think if you follow my measurements, you think it should work out quite well for you with the gap that you need there. Normally in a gatefold card, you're looking for them to meet, but in this situation, you want that gap there, okay? So now we need some dimensionals. Just to pop our pansies on and we're done. The job's a good one. So I'll just get my scissors and just still using up the sheet of dimensionals. So just want some on the back. I'm kind of putting them on the middle because I'm going to layer them up. So I'll just put the dimensional down the middle. It means I can use whatever composition I want once I start putting them together. Now you could have cut some leaves, you could add leaves, you can, you know, whatever you want. I'm just going to just make your own wee composition, however you want. There we go. I like the purple ones. And that's your card. Now, it's your choice, but you could make a stand for this if you want. So on the back of my sample on the day, I did cut a piece of card just a bit thinner, the same length but a bit thinner, but to be honest that makes it really heavy, although it stands up. So again, it's your choice if you want to add that. So you'll notice that when I've done it in centimetres, maybe the borders are a bit thinner, but the card is much the same. It's just with the American measurements, their cards tend to be shorter and slightly fatter than ours, but they all fit in the same envelope, so it's absolutely fine. So there you go, both ways. So for our North American friends, I will put the inches measurements, or if Shirley's already filmed it, I'll just put the link to Shirley's and you can get the measurements from her for that one. Okay, so thank you very much. That's the 4th card, and yeah, thank you for sticking with it. I hope you've enjoyed this kit, and yeah, if you're watching on replay, please subscribe, please press the bell icon, and yeah, leave us some positive comments, and please have a look at the ladies that I have been inspired by with these particular card 3 and card 4. Thank you so much. Bye bye.